their huge amount of damage in one hit. Really come in handy. Now Corsairs are going to be able to go out there, do a little bit more damage to those overlords, possibly execute some here at the low right-hand position because the Hydras are not in place there anymore. And Bisu repelling that attack at a great time, getting those Zealots in just at the correct time. Very small choke point, so those Hydras just not in a number enough to deal the damage that needed to be done. Corsairs going to go down here, weapons one. There are some Hydras in play, though. At the very least, they're going to be able to get some overlords. One overlord going to go down. They're going to have to get some more. Bisu needs to play a little bit more a delay tactic now. Going to try to get the side down, maybe going down here, do some damage as well. RorO still has a significant amount of Hydras out there, and no High Templar support for Bisu. That's going to be a critical factor. He does have DTs out there, so if there's no overlords, that's going to be at the very least some help. And he has a fairly large number of Zealots there as well, managing to trap several Hydras. Good job there. Still a lot of Hydras up there on the Hydra ground. You don't want to be fighting up the high ground against some Hydras, so Beast is going to back off. Those DTs really coming in handy, though. Alongside those Zealots, finally some defenses coming up for Bisu. This has just been a nice delay here for Bisu, that he's managed to get the 12 o'clock almost running. Robotics is still on the way, so I think he's going to maybe get some... maybe some drop storing, maybe go into Reavers. We're going to see what he tries to do, maybe a transition into Reaver attacks. Alongside, Zealot's going to come in close, and still no High Templar. One Storm on that would be enough, but still not enough overall. Sport Colony going to get attacked, some attacks on those Corsairs, but DT's coming in alongside those Zealots. Corsairs doing a lot of damage to these overlords, and this just looks more sloppy from RorO rather than anything else. Allowing Beast to get in his natural expansion. A lot of drones blocking the ramp with the Hedges, trying to come in from the back and deal some damage. Still DT's in there. That lair is going to be able to prevent those Zealots from taking down the natural expansion, but they're still going to be able to run up a bunch of drones. Almost all the drones of the natural expansion have been taking down the Zealots on a DT inside the main now. Hatchery's coming up. No defenses here. Going to focus down the Spire, so if the Mutalists want to come in later in the game, they're not going to be able to. This is going to be a huge blow. Hydra's coming back. They are going to be able to clean this up, but and the DT, meanwhile, is going to hide here in the lower end corner, finally cleaning this up. I think RorO knows about that DT, though. He's going to go and execute it, but still way too much damage done. Sloppy play from RorO, I think, not grouping his army up entirely. Hydra's coming in way too late to defend. Now, finally, Bisu has some High Templars out there with Storm to help him, and I think now he's going to have enough. I don't think RorO's going to be able to group up enough Hydralists at this point. Still, Corsairs doing a great job out there, denying the huge number. RorO being forced to get some Zerglings out there because he just can't get all those Hydras, trying to get a few troops out there, engaging some of those Zealots, but Zealots just melting those Zerglings, just ripping them to pieces. Couple of hits on each, and they just go down. Bunch of Lurkers going to come in, so RorO now being forced to delay. He's going to just hope, for his sake, that the observers are going to be out in the way. This robotics facility was down, so observers are going to be out in the way. Bisu anticipating the Lurkers. So... yeah, there we go. There's observatory. So we're going to have those Storms, going to have those Zealots, and the Lurkers are going to be able to hold them off. But those are natural expansion. Now the Zealots are inside the low right-hand natural expansion. Almost no mining there yet, but still not going to happen. The Lurkers are morphing in, but not nearly in time. Overlords go down. A couple Lurkers manage to come up. They're not burrowing. Finally burrowing down. There's a Hydra there as well. We're going to see what the Zealots manage actually to focus on. Going to try to sacrifice their lives for Ire. Come on! For Ire, for Shakuras, whatever you're fighting for! And the hatchery goes down before the Lurkers come in to reinforce. Nice play there by Bisu, getting that base down. RorO looking a little bit worried here, getting his Queen's Nest just alongside more Evo Chambers, still losing a hell of a lot this entire game. Bisu, despite his early game sloppiness, has utilized his Corsairs beautifully. A lot of kills, 4 on 2, 3 kills on another. And that would most likely be mostly, if not all, Overlord cures. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful use of the Corsairs in this game. Absolutely beautiful. A lot of Lurkers out there for RorO, but really, he's going to really need to do some heavy amount of damage. Maybe go for a drop, do some economic damage to Bisu at this point, hold him back, because Bisu's sitting on those 3 bases, and that's enough for him now. He doesn't need to go out and expand. He's managed to hold RorO to 3 bases, and he's just a great position for him to be in at the moment. He has a High Templar out there. He's going to be able to storm those Hydra armies and those Lurkers as well. Bisu might not be mining much at his main anymore. His natural expansion will run out eventually. Going out there, moving out, being forced back by those Lurkers, getting some nice storms out though. Going to see the first person view of Bisu. There has observers in play though, so he's going to manage to get some sort of getting a lot of his Dragoons killed. But you need those Dragoons out there to fight the Lurkers. Morphing some Archons as soon as he runs out of storms. But overall, Bisu now has a nice army composition. Has the High Templars, has Dragoons. Whoa! Look at those Scourge. RorO's like, I'm sick of these damn Corsairs. doing all this damage. Also wanted to pick off those observers, of course, because he's trying to play a delaying tactic, trying to hold Bisu back with his lurkers. More storms. Bisu actually wasting a storm there, but still Crusaders moving in close. Look at all those Scourge. A lot of Dragoons trying to fight back these lurkers from range. Gonna lose. Oh my god, I think just 5 or 6 Scourge waste their lives on one single Corsairs. That's not the cloning you want. Another storm. Decent storm this time, catching some Hydras. Another storm to catch a lurker. Bisu desperately wanted to push across his base. Observer goes down. Way too many Scourge used just to pick off one single observer. At the very least, it's going to delay Bisu's push, maybe, because he has another observer there at the back. Corsairs coming in, trying to take the hits from the Scourge. Killing another Scourge. No more Scourge in place. So that's going to allow the observer free reign to go in there and help pick off those lurkers. One more still Corsairs in place. Picking off some of those overs. We also saw a shuttle. So probably going to see a High Templar drop right on top of the next expansion. A lot of Scourge all over the place. We're anticipating this. We're going to see whether Bisu actually manages to do it with the Soul Shadow. Zerglings coming in from the front, trying to pick off some Dragoons. More storms coming from Bisu, hitting a lot of lurkers here. He's just holding those forces. Going to go in there, trying to go for some harassment. Scourge! Oh! Nothing gets dropped. Unfortunate for Bisu. I think he was paying a little bit more attention at his front. A lot of just huge number of Dragoons at the front and High Templar just to fight back these lurkers, not using much else at all. There's a couple Archons at the back just splashing those lurkers as they come in. But now we see Lurker Link only for RorO just to try to focus down all those goons. And I just don't think it's going to really manage to finish this off for him. Those observers are in play. All the lurkers and Zergers are slowly dying. RorO's just not going to be able to reinforce the longer this game goes on. He has managed to reclaim the natural expansion, the lower right-hand position. I'm not quite sure how much mining is going on there, but I think he's should be saturating it soon enough. He's been focusing on a lot of troops, though, just trying to get some out there. But finally, most of the lurkers outside Bisu's natural have been cleared off across his bridge. And even though Bisu's shuttle there died, that was a bit of a loss. I'm pretty sure there was a couple High Templar in there he did not want to lose. Might have been Zealots, but I'm pretty sure it was High Templars. I'm not altogether too sure. Now Bisu going to be fully able to move out. Zealots at the front this time. Going to meet those Hydras head on. Scourge coming in, trying to pick off the observers. Not going to happen. High Templar at the back and Dragoons as well to support. More Zealots coming in. Now I think Bisu is going to slowly but surely just move across the map. Move to those natural expansions. He's going to start expanding here at the 9 o'clock position. The Zerg there to at the very least kill the probe, if not prevent the expansion. Going to be seeing some sunken colonies coming in. There's a Filer in play finally for RorO. We're going to see whether those Dark Swarms are going to be too late or not. There are going to be Zealots going to be able to come in there, of course, do the damage. Storms are going to be in play, so I don't think the Dark Storm is going to help him too much at this point. We're going to see what happens. It's going to be a Dark Storm. I don't see any Consume yet ready for him. Oh, God. Dragoons across the bridge running, and Zealots at the front killing all the troops. Scourge coming in, but not really doing much of anything. Couple of sunken colonies. One sunken colony going down, another one on the way. Defiler still just waiting on the Consume. Zergans trying to pick up the 9 o'clock position, but Bisu just running up this natural expansion. There is a hive there. It's going to take him a while to pick that up. RorO looking in a lot of trouble. Storms everywhere. Only Dragoons and one High Templar and Archons now. All the Zealots run up the ramp right in the natural expansion, trying to pick off the Defiler, desperately waiting for its life. I need Consume. Somebody give me something to consume, would you please? Has 4 life left, 5 life now. One more hit on that, but Bisu's not even worried about it at the moment. Being forced to cancel is not a composition, but going inside the natural expansion, focusing a little bit on the mound, but RorO finally GG's. And Bisu back in the game. Oh, man. Back in the game, it being sent to A. Smile on his face. Oh, something to, a face I'm finally, used to seeing from Bisu. God, nice to see him back in this. Been ages since I've seen him play and play, even halfway decently. So it's going to be interesting to see what he's up to. He's been on a long hiatus. So, he used to be one of the big 3, man. Jaedong, Flash, and Bisu, but then he kind of lost it. But yeah, guys, congratulating him. Welcome back. We're going to see what he managed to do in the OSL on the MSL. I'm really looking forward to it. And I'm going to be paying close attention to this guy. And I think you guys should as well. I'm hoping for his sake he doesn't bring us anything too bad. But SK and WeMade, both teams looking pretty well in the Pro League so far. As long as they don't do anything too stupid, I'm pretty much sure they're both shoo-ins for the playoffs. I think either one of those teams actually, if STX Seoul messes up really, really badly, they might actually manage to take their number 2 spot. But we're going to see what happens there. So that's it for me, guys, for now. GG, Renshin, thanks for listening. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you with more StarCraft and other stuff soon. Later, guys.